Hello, everybody, to a new edition of the BioRN member-to-member session that we are streaming live from the BioRN offices today. It's always a great pleasure for me to engage in an intensive dialogue with interview partners during the preparations for M2M and to learn so many new things about our members myself. And it's a great pleasure being able to showcase the companies that are providing impact to our life science ecosystem Rhine-Neckar. So my name is Stephanie. I'm PR manager at BioRN, and I'm looking forward to talking to my interview guest, Melanie Belli-Treiber, the managing director at Polysciences Europe. I have to spell the S as well. And I'm very much looking forward to finding out more about your company, Melanie, the numerous products that are used at various institutes here in the Neuenheimer Feld. And I look forward to our conversation. So welcome, Melanie. Nice to have you here.
Well, thanks a lot, Stephanie.
Oh, wonderful. So let's start with an introduction of yourself, Melanie. Would you share with us your career journey, your motivation working in this field and working for Polysciences?
Yeah, sure. Well, I have a degree in chemical and process engineering, and I started my career in the alumina industry. I worked there for quite a few years, and I actually had a real passion for chemistry. Even as a child, in high school, I had a real passion for chemistry. So I was quite excited to become an engineer and then to work in the alumina industry where I could actually use that passion, to help with process challenges and so on. And then I worked in various positions in that industry before moving into the finance world. I moved into auditing and finance, and that was at a power company. And during that time, it just came to me that I wanted to be more involved in management decisions and just to be more a part of decision-making processes in the company. And so I went and did my MBA, majoring in finance and banking. And afterwards, I moved to Polysciences. I've been working at Polysciences for just over 15 years now, and was appointed managing director in 2021. It's a very exciting job here. It's multifaceted, working with finance, with accounting, with sales and business development, working with some very interesting people. We have lots of scientists working here, and the job just involves meeting a lot of new people and working with some absolutely great colleagues.
Wonderful. And we are very, very happy having you here in the life science ecosystem, providing so much impact for us as a life science cluster. Great, wonderful. So now let's spotlight the company you're working for and shed light on the founding story of Polyscience. So when was it founded? By whom? What was the motivation of the founders and the vision at the time, and major efforts and developments since the foundation?
Okay, Polysciences is already just over 63 years old, and it started out as a very tiny company and was founded by Dr. David Halpern in 1961, actually in his garage. So a typical, founder story. And it was really just a collection of PhD chemists that started, that worked with him then. And it has grown over the years into a conglomerate of companies, really, under the Ott Scientific banner. Just going through some of the milestones, I won't mention all of them in the interest of time, but Michael Ott, he joined Polysciences in 1985. He's also a chemical engineer, and he joined the company in 1985. And about 8 years later, he actually purchased the company. Right. So he purchased the company and it grew over the years from around 50 employees to over 175 already in the 90s. And they expanded the facilities to about 23,000 square meters and had a lot more business, a lot more products were included in the catalog. And I mean, we'll show a short video just to show what the company is like today later. But it grew very fast, right? Then in a few acquisitions and so on happened. Also in 1993, Mike Ott actually started Polysciences Europe GmbH, which is a company here in Germany where I'm sitting now. And so it actually started in America, in Pennsylvania, but he grew and expanded it. In 2003, he actually acquired Banks Laboratories, which is our particles division. Banks was actually founded in 1988 by Lee and Sonia Banks. And they were, Lee was actually a polymer chemist as well, and he worked at Dow Chemicals, Dow Chemicals back then, and he left, he started Banks Laboratory, and they specialized in microparticles. When we acquired Banks, that actually doubled the size of the Polysciences microparticles business in one go, and added so much capacity, not just for the catalog business, but also for contract manufacturing, which is a big part of the business at Banks. We went on to acquire, not to acquire, but to establish the Polysciences in Asia. In Taipei, we have a small branch there. And then in 2015, Polysciences acquired Astral Diagnostics, which was a major addition to the business, because until now we're focusing a lot on polymers and monomers and so on, and that was going into dyes and stains, reagents for histology. A lot more of that sort of business was being done from this facility, and so it really extended the business a lot. We went on to establish another company in 2019 in India. So as of now, we were basically just having different satellites all over the world. We had an office in India, no, that was established in 2021, and Brazil in 2021 as well, right? We also celebrated our 60th anniversary in 2021. So 2021 was a massive year for the company, lots of new developments and so on happening. And then in 2023, we launched the final baby of the company, which is Kyphora Biosciences, also in Pennsylvania in the USA. And that is our bioprocessing arm, Kyphora Bio. So that's a little about the timeline, the different milestones that we've been through at Polysciences. And now we're under the umbrella of Ott Scientific.
Right. Very interesting, not only founding story, but showing us how a company can grow by many acquisitions and many strategical decisions that has been made throughout the years. Great. So this is also a nice transition, Melanie, to show us the first video part today, showcasing again the structure of the company. So let's start video number 1.
Hi, and welcome to Polysciences. I'm Andrew Ott, CEO, and I'm proud to share a bit of our history with you. Polysciences is a family-owned business. My father took ownership in 1993, and since then, we've grown and expanded our locations around the world. Today, I'm excited to take you on a tour of our state-of-the-art facility here in Warrenton, Pennsylvania. We begin our tour in the Quality Control Lab, the heart of our commitment to excellence. Here, our dedicated team ensures that every product meets the highest standards of quality and consistency. We utilize advanced analytical techniques and rigorous testing protocols to guarantee that our customers receive only the best. Our site is built on our ISO 13485 quality system, a key to meeting the needs of our customers. We target the medical device, diagnostic, histology, life sciences, and electronics markets. The vision for our business is to enable innovation with chemistry beyond the ordinary. First, we have our catalog business. With thousands of products, we provide researchers and scientists around the world with high-quality reagents and specialty chemicals. Next, our research and development team. The team is largely made up of PhD organic chemists and is fundamental to our company. This group is at the forefront of discovery, working tirelessly to develop new polymers and reagents and improve existing ones with our customers. Their innovative spirit drives our success and keeps us ahead of the curve in a competitive industry. Our custom synthesis unit offers solutions for customers with unique needs. Whether it's a new compound or a specific formulation, our expert chemists collaborate closely with clients to deliver tailored results that meet their exact specifications. Once the R&D team creates a proof of concept, the new product introduction process can begin. A cross-functional team of engineers, chemists, production workers, and quality workers scale up and create the desired batch size for our customers. Our team qualifies the equipment, validates analytical methods, then validates the production process so that our customers know they are getting quality material for their end use. Finally, our contract manufacturing services provide large-scale production capabilities for our partners. At Polysciences, we aim to support scientific progress and industrial innovation. We're proud of our team, our capabilities, and our commitment to quality. Thank you for joining us on this tour. We look forward to serving our customers and partners with excellence. To learn more about our products and services, visit us online at polysciences.com. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Andrew Ott. Thank you from Heidelberg to Pennsylvania for the exciting company information and the insights into Polysciences products and services. Before we go ahead, I would like to encourage the audience to include questions for Melanie in the chat, and I will read them in a few minutes. So now that we have an overview of the group of companies and learned that Polysciences has a strong catalog business and a very strong expertise in developing polymers and reagents with their R&D team in the US, let's take a closer look at the product divisions in particular. And I have learned from our previous discussions that Polysciences is facing a growing market, especially in the cell and gene therapy sector. That's why we would like to keep the attention on this market field and dig deeper into it. So, Melanie, which products are the company particularly in demand on the German market?
Well, we have particularly interesting products for cell and gene therapy. Our products are mainly used as transfection reagents. And I'd like to mention the PEI, which is our flagship product. That product has been on the market for a very long time, but in the last maybe 10, 12 years, that has really developed into it's just taken off. And we're seeing that being used more and more now. We do have the PEI Max research grade, which is our research grade transfection reagent, as well as our Max Gene, which is our GMP grade material. And this is used extensively for cell and gene therapy. We supply that. We supply these products as well as technical support. So we have customers who are using it, and they'll not just buy the product and go, but they will, send us back their results, and we'll discuss it with them. We'll have regular meetings just going through what they observed, and if they have any questions as to any issues that they might have had during the process, we will help them to troubleshoot and help them to solve their issues and their concerns. Yeah.
So right, so Polysciences, we can say, is known for difficult chemistry and providing solutions by customization. And this is really one of the main factors, but probably you can tell us something about the prices of the products.
Well, yeah, as you said, Polysciences is known for doing difficult chemistry. As our motto says, it's chemistry beyond the ordinary. And that actually means that if it can be done, and if it's not going to blow the lab up, if it's legal, we can do it and we'll most likely do it. That's sort of our motto. We do take on quite a bit of difficult chemistries. Our prices are also very good, very competitive. We've had a lot of feedback from customers, particularly in the cell and gene therapy industry, where customers do come back to us and say, you know, they've used our products against the competitors' products, and they've had just really good performance with it. And because of that, they're really happy, because just from even from the cost, you know, we're competitive, and they would think, I mean, people would think because we're so competitive price-wise that the quality might not be as good, but they've found much better performance even from some of our products when they compare with the competitors. Not just in the polymers, also we're selling a lot of dyes and stains. Those are also very competitive, mainly because we produce these in-house. Whereas, you know, some companies will outsource the production. We're producing these in-house, and therefore we're able to have that cost advantage, right? And so to be able to produce and sell at a good price. We're not so focused on commodity products. So, you know, if you can get something for 50 cents for a ton, or, I mean, that's just an exaggeration, but if you're going to get something very, very cheap for a ton, we're not, that's not really our business model. But if it's something specific, something maybe a little bit more difficult to make and so on, then we'll make that for you. And the cost is very, very good. Yeah.
Sounds quite interesting. And I think this is a point where some of the audience might approach you later on, Melanie. Right, wonderful. So let's move to another topic, because Polysciences is also a world leader in the development of particle-based solutions, as we've learned, for diagnostics, bioprocessing, and instrument standardization.
Right.
So could you please give us a short overview about this section?
Right. So Polysciences, from earlier on in the development of the company, we've also offered microparticles, nanoparticles, right? Polysciences. And so we have our line of polybeads. And then with the acquisition of Banks Laboratories in 2003, then we acquired a massive particles business, right? And it did not become a competition. It became just one family of particles. And Banks Laboratories is actually in charge of the entire particles division. So they're managing the polybeads, which come under the Polysciences brand, as well as all the beads that come under the Banks brand. And we offer a wide variety of beads. As I mentioned, we have normal plain polystyrene beads, as well as functionalized beads. Some of them are fluorescents. Some are just surface dyed. We have silica functionalized beads. We have, silica beads. We have other modification, amine modified or carboxylated beads. And so we have other different, we have a lot of different beads that are modified with different surfaces. We also offer from very small as 0.02 micrometer up to larger than 25 micrometers. And also if customers want even larger beads, we'll do that on a custom basis, right? We offer beads for the flow cytometry industry, and we're really experts in that field, as well as size standards, niche traceables, count standards, cell viability standards as well. We have our famous biocheck beads that are cell viability standards. So we do offer a lot of beads for different applications, right? And they're used in the pharma industry, they're used in diagnostics, they're used across a wide range of industries. And most of the industries are, if I may say so, healthcare related industries.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. And you have also brought a second video for us, so which we can stream right now.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Ben Nelson. I'm a technical sales rep at Banks Laboratories. I have a background, I have a BS in biology at Indiana University. And for the last 9 years, I've worked at Banks Laboratories, which is a specialty microparticle manufacturer. I started in our technical services department and have since migrated over to our sales department. So Bangs Laboratories is a specialty nanoparticle and microparticle manufacturer. What does that mean? We make tiny little plastic particles that are either nanoparticle size or to the micron size, and those are typically used in diagnostic applications. We make primarily polystyrene, but we can also make silica particles as well as magnetic particles as well. So historically, Bangs has worked primarily in the diagnostics industry. A lot of our particles are in point of care assays and other types of IVD assays. Bangs also works heavily in the pharmaceutical industry, as well as the instrument manufacturing space as well.
My name is Brent Ledford. I'm the Quality Assurance Supervisor at Bangs Laboratories Incorporated. I have a degree in chemistry with focus in mathematics and theology from Wabash College. Most of my career I focus on regulatory instrument diagnostics as well as formulations chemistry. So statistical analysis is very important for a process because not only do you want to get accurate results, but you want to get reliable and repeatable results. So for example, for a lot of our customers, we'll set up a stability plan, which goes over a period of long time. That way we can show them that the product is stable under certain conditions under a certain amount of time. The same can go for our sampling plans in terms of putting together different formulations and coming together and looking at things in terms of when it gets put together, how much is being put together, is it a representative sample? And that's very important when it comes to our sampling process. We even do that in our dispensing process to monitor each bottle that's being sent out and to look at and make sure that the customer is able to not only receive each bottle, but have a representative sample of the product that they're ordering. In terms of Bangs is a very open door policy. I love the fact that they are able to be an open door to any of their customers that they want to audit us or look at any of our processes. They're more than willing to come look at us. Also like the fact that we keep pride in our quality department here. We keep QA and QC separate from one another. That way it's an important check and balance system to make sure nothing is biased, everyone's getting accurate and reliable results, and we're able to distribute product to our customers and supply them in every possible way.
Right, wonderful. The second video gave us again good insights into this time Bangs Laboratories shows that quality management is really a very strategical and significant factor at Bangs Laboratories. So thank you very much for bringing this video to us. Are there any questions so far? No, I don't think so. So let's move forward.
Well, I would actually have one question, if I might. Hi, Melanie. Thanks for that. So I was just wondering, looking at your catalog, which is actually quite big. So how do you source new products, or I mean, how is the decision made of, for example, now with Bangs, focus on microparticles? Because this for us is also interesting, of course.
Well, how we source the products, products are sometimes added to the catalog based on the inquiries that we get. You know, if we get because we get a type of inquiry very often, we might say, oh, this might be something that fits into our business model and into our catalog profile, so to speak. And so we'll evaluate that. And if it does fit in and it is not something like a commodity product that's, you know, that's you can get ever and everywhere, for example, then we'll consider adding it to the catalog. We look at our capacity as well. You know, do we have in-house capabilities to provide this? And, you know, the cost benefits analysis will be done and then it would be added. And I must add to that, that a lot of our products, we do a lot of customized work. So people will come to us and say, you know, we'd like you to build some block polymers for us, and it needs to have this or the other parameters, the characteristics of these polymer. And a lot of that comes because people actually looked in our catalog and found a polymer that looked interested, tried it, and thought, oh, it is interesting, but it doesn't quite work the way we need it to work.
I
So
missed that on this group, yeah.
Right. And then through that, we will then develop the polymer, do the custom work for the customer. Sometimes we select polymers to add or products to add to our catalog also based on the family of products that we have, you know. So we might have a family of product and we say, okay, there are other polymers that fit into this family. Let us add these as well to the offering.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Right.
So sorry, just one quick additional question. So that means, do you have a dedicated team of looking into this then and making the decision, and maybe potentially also looking for external companies like banks, you know, that you then consider to buy or to collaborate with, let's say?
Right,
or how does that work?
Yes, we do. We do have a dedicated set of people who are working as product managers as well, and they're owners. Let me call it owners of their segment, right? So they will be analyzing. They'll be looking at the market. They'll be looking at what we offer. They'll be looking at what's going on in the field, you know, in that technical area, and then they'll see if it makes sense to add more products or specific products to their product range, right? So we're doing that, and naturally, the owners and senior management, we're also looking at potential business that could fit into the family based on our strategy, long-term strategy.
Okay, so and I would then reach out to you, so you would connect me to those owners if there's a certain segment, let's say, that I'm particularly interested in, or I want to ask if I can add something, or okay.
It's right.
All right, thank you.
Great. So this question brings us also to our other part of the interview, where we would like to talk about customized manufacturing. You're also a partner, you mentioned, Melanie, when it comes to manufacturing products based on customer-specific requirements. So my question is, how do you actually go through a process from a custom inquiry to actual production of a product that is customized?
Okay, we have a very rigorous process for doing that. And I probably would best do that by showing a slide, but I won't. We don't have that much time. But we do have a rigorous program process of doing that. It starts basically with an inquiry that a customer could come to us and say, you know, we're interested in having this product done, whether it's going to be some sort of polyevo or a polymer that's going to be used in a pharmaceutical application or otherwise. And we would have a few technical meetings with the customer just to have a good understanding of what they're looking for, to make sure that we're all on the same page. And then we would send a proposal to show this is what we will do, this is the scope of work, and this is the cost. Then we get into, once there's a kickoff and we've come to an agreement and a purchase order in place and all of that, then we get into the technical part of it, where we start doing the work. The project itself can take different, slightly different paths, right? But I'm just going to give a generalized one. Usually we're looking at doing analytical tests. We're looking at doing, making very, very small scale samples at first. So depends on where the customer is starting with us. They might have done some work already with an academic partner. And if that is the case, then they will come to us with the scale at which they're at, which they've already tried and proven. And we will take it from there. We'll do a slightly larger scale. And we'll also, it's a two-way communication where we'll get information from them as to the results they already achieved. And we will be working to achieve the expected results, and we'll be doing comparisons each step along the way and giving feedback as we go. And then we might decide to do a design of experiment where we run a series of tests with different parameters. Let's say that we're looking to achieve a certain molecular weight. We'll be running a series of tests to get to define how we can get to the desired molecular weight. And we'll be measuring all the other parameters that are affected as we do that. And we might have bi-weekly meetings or monthly meetings with the customers, and have just a two-way communication, do a presentation to say what was done and what the results were. And then they would feed back to us to say whether we should, that's okay for them or not. Eventually, we get to the stage where we do the deliverables and we send them for testing. They might test it whether outside of their process or within process, and they would test that. And then we move to the next stage of scaling up. And we'll do that until we get to the stage where we can go commercial with them. And that is really our business model, to start with testing, providing the small sampling, doing that work, having the customer test it, approve it, and then going commercial and providing the product at a commercial level with the customer. That's the aim.
Thank you very much. Well,
yeah.
Thank you very much. Coming to my last question, Melanie, Polysciences is part of a strong innovation network. How can you help our members and what can you offer them?
Well, yeah, we are a part of a strong network. And as I mentioned, we have, companies in different industries really right now. I didn't even mention that we also have a cosmetic branch. It doesn't fit into the rest, but we also have a cosmetic branch. But for our members in this area, we do offer first-thing products that customers can or the members can always look at our portfolio to see what fits, and we're there also as a part of the cluster to contribute where we can in terms of having discussions or answering questions and so on. And for those that are having conferences or doing trade shows and so on, we've had in the past we've had requests from whether it's companies or students or institutions that have conferences, and they've asked us how we could sponsor there. So we might send them marketing material, we'll send them giveaways that they can put into their conference bags and give away to the attendees. We've had people contacting us to say that they've tried or they're using a certain product as well, and they'll contact us to ask us even to give some sort of it's kind of much to say academic, but they want some advice, and we help where possible, where we're intimate with the product or with the process. We'll give some amount of advice where possible. So those are some of the ways what we can help. Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much. And hopefully some of the attendees will come back to this offer, because I think it's a great one. Right. So coming to an end, thank you very much, Melanie, for this interview. It was just great to get so much information about Polysciences, but the whole umbrella of Odd Scientific. I hope we just could help the attendees to make Polysciences a bit more transparent and visible with all the products and services they provide. And I would just encourage get in contact with Melanie. She's just around the corner in Hirschberg, and she's happy to get in contact with you personally or via online. Right. Thank you very much. So for the audience, I would like to mention that this interview will be soon available on our website. See you, of course, back after summer break on September 24th, and I'm looking forward to an interview with Christian Röski from Novalik. So thank you very much. Wishing you a wonderful summer break with not so much storm and wind, but much more really chilling summer vibes. See you back in September, and thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.